Am I the asshole for telling a woman her child is welcome in my home, but she isn't because of her criminal record? My husband, 28 male, and I, 27 female, have a 5-year-old son who just started kindergarten this past fall. He has met a boy named Sam, who he has decided is his best friend. My son has had a lot of playdates in the past because we tried to socialize him well from a young age. He has been asking if his friend Sam can come over for a playdate. Sure, no problem. I write a note with my name and a number for Sam to give to his mom. I get a Facebook friend request from Sam's mom, Wendy, who appears to be a methany.
What does that mean?
I work in healthcare and recognize the sores on her face from picking. It's pretty obvious from her Facebook that she is on some kind of drugs and maybe has mental health issues. Out of curiosity, I looked up her name in our county's jail view record and yep, long history. Drug possession, fraud, prostitution, theft, battery, obstruction of justice. It's not great. Anyways, I didn't want to let who his mom is get in the way of our kids playing together, but there is no way in hell that I'll let my son go over to their house for a playdate, despite her offering. I played it off as me being overprotective and him being my only child, not to. She laughed and said, if you have more, you'll learn to be less overprotective. She has 5 kids, but agreed to a playdate at my house. The park was also an option, but she said my house was fine. The weather is very cold here right now, so indoors over the park makes sense. Sunday comes and they come over. I let the boy in. I mentioned she could come back in a few hours to pick him up. Whatever works for her, and I'll be sure to feed them both lunch. I asked if he has any food allergies. She says no, but she insisted on staying. I tried to make up a silly excuse, said I had a headache and would watch the boys diligently, but I'm not really in the mood to hang out. She insisted that it'd be great for us to get to know each other. Since the boys were out of earshot already in the playroom, I stepped outside and quietly told her that I had looked up her criminal record, and I just don't feel comfortable having someone in my home with theft charges and an obvious drug problem. I said if that's a problem, we could meet at the park from then on, but the boys get along, so I hope it's not a problem. I admit I was maybe a bit harsh and to the point. She kind of yelled at me and said I think I'm better than her, which maybe I do, and that I don't know anything. She stormed off. Her son's still in the house. I checked with the kids to make sure they didn't hear anything. When she came back, she just honked her horn and refused to come to the door. My husband kind of thinks I'm an asshole. He's always been very gentle and kind. He thinks I should have